Thank you, everybody, especially Dr. Mohan Sapru Sahab, Dr. Raj Bhaiya Sahab, and my previous speaker, my friend, my brother, Vivek Ranjan Agnihotri Sahab, the very known face in Indian television as far as the panelist is concerned, Abhijit Iyer Mitra Sahab. Though my flow of thoughts always in Hindi or Indian language, but I will put 2, 3 facts before that. Whatever Vivek said, as far as the media is concerned, narrative is concerned, this radical Islam is concerned, this Naxal is concerned, and the nexus between the Islamic radical Islamic forces and the red leftist and Naxals are very dangerous. And India and USA, we both are common victim of this Islamic terrorism. And we are fighting Islamic terrorism almost for hundreds of years. When we were talking about Islamic terrorism, the West was not ready to listen. They always said it is a law and order problem. After 9/11, they said, yes, it's a terrorism. But in India, after the partition of this great land on the basis of religion, one of the most victim of this partition was Jammu and Kashmir. Since the independence of India, Jammu and Kashmir faced the wrath of Islamic jihad and terrorism. It is a very sad story on part of Indian leader at the time. They concede the demands of jihadi Islamic element of Jammu and Kashmir and included 370 article in the Indian Constitution. This Article 370 is stop India in entering Jammu and Kashmir. The parliament cannot make rules, laws for Jammu and Kashmir. The judiciary cannot go in Jammu and Kashmir. The election commission cannot go in Jammu and Kashmir. The anti-corruption law cannot go in Jammu and Kashmir. The right to education cannot go in Jammu and Kashmir. The right to information. These are the basically hard fact realities which stop India to operate in Jammu and Kashmir. And during our freedom, a particular element has been pampered, so much so they start thinking that whatever they get through the constitution, by getting through the pressure, they thought it's their legitimate right. So Article 370 has been inserted in Jammu and Kashmir before, when debate of Constitution Assembly was going on. But Article 370 was not so dangerous. The biggest fraud or illegal or unconstitutional work has been done in May 1954, when the government of India given a presidential order, and that order became a article that is called Article 35A. The so-called liberal, the so-called free speech brigade, the so-called group of equality, gender justice, they were quiet almost for 70 years. And they were the silent spectators what is going inside the Jammu and Kashmir. Whatever happened in 1990 was one part of the story. But this Article 35A was basically given a seat to the two-nation theory in Indian state. This Article 35A create a state within a state. This violates the basic article of Article 368 of Indian Constitution. Article 35A not only violate but also discriminate people in Jammu and Kashmir on the basis of their faith, on their belief. Because of Article 35A, the people who migrated from Punjab of Pakistan, people who migrate from Sindh, they settle in Delhi and they got nationality. They are part and parcel of the mainstream India. But people who migrated from Muzaffarabad, Mirpur, the part which is under the illegal occupation of Pakistan, that is called POK, the people who migrated from there, from 44 to 57.
Pushpinder, I'm sorry to intervene here. I have just 40 seconds. If you could kind of conclude that before we move on. I know this topic is very extensive. We can spend a lot of time, but
okay.
Yes.
So, in a nutshell, what I want to say, the illegality which was done in 1950, 1954 has been removed, and this Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir thrown into dustbin on the 5th of August 2019. And gender justice, equality, and now you cannot discriminate among the Kashmiris on the basis of their faith and their religion.
Thank you so much, Pushpinder. Thank you.